Alrighty, welcome to the next episode where I take a certain gimmick to 1500s. Today's focus will be on Zekrom, and you might be thinking like, oh Zekrom, that's going to be pretty boring. Well, think twice, because this is going to be a Draining Kiss Mimikyu plus a special Zekrom. I was inspired by previous episode by watching by losing to a special Zekrom I did not expect. The opponent made me rage quite hard, and I think I could replicate that with this team, so we're going to be trying to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to shift a little bit the thing of the series, as I think the whole magic of this kind of like gimmick series is to make people very pissed off. So we're going to be trying to do that in these episodes a little bit more, and I'm going to show you how do you do that. It literally requires one word in all caps, and that is nice. Whenever something happens that opponent doesn't expect, say nice. Let that be a best of one strat, let that be a critical hit. You say nice, I'm not so bad about that, I'm just commenting on the situation. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with that, hopefully. Ooh, there we go. I just added random max Mindstorm to the Zekrom, and we're gonna see if one just decides to just go for a sleep powder here. Big shine. And we're gonna be still carrying that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna be burning that. If that missed, I would have said nice, and that would have been... that would stimulate the opponent's senses. To a form we would like to see. Let's go for Will-O-Wisp. Come on. Don't be Blunder. You're still useless trash. Okay. This could be 310 sleep, by the way, and I don't think I can do anything about it. Not even knockout Zekrom. It does not. That's good. Oh, we get the 310 sleep. Oh, what a way to start the video. I don't honestly even know how to react to that. But you know what I say. Actually, I don't have enough English vocabulary to comment on that. Anyway, we're gonna be just Drake here in that. Well, Zekrom, you are much more of a failure than I think you would be. Anyway, we Grass Bludge? Oh, I copied that from wrong team. Excuse me. Yeah, I might be recording the next episode on the I'm like streaming the next episode. I'm gonna be seeing like how can I just make opponent a little more angry. I'm really trying to find a way to do that, the most optimal way. Please flinch that. Good, nice. That's when you say nice. That's when you say nice. All you have, literally, all this series, I'm gonna be probably all saying like only nice. That's all you need to make opponent angry, literally. Excuse me. On the sludge, dude. Yeah, we're not. I got lost in a game plan a little bit right now, as you're seeing. Oh no way. Alright, I'm just gonna be forfeiting that, unfortunately. That game didn't work out on in my image, really. Did just sleep powder, got 310 sleep, no max Mindstorm. Anyway, that is kinda sad. Indeed. How long do I want to record this episode? I got stuff to actually record after this. I need to make the replays for tomorrow's Metagame Monday, and I'm gonna be recording Metagame Monday tomorrow. Bell timer is on. I don't know. I think there could be a fun response to bell timer is on as well. Like to just like get an idea of who are we talking about. Like something like picky, like some. You know what I'm trying to say here. Something like that. is not necessarily offensive. It's just like, oh, battle timer is on. Even literally copying that message is enough. It's like, yeah, it makes people a little bit more angry. Is that the way you say? No, I actually got a perfect response. Excuse me. GLHF? Oh, this guy responds. Alright, so this guy is not gonna be operating. Okay, we're gonna be. Hey mate, go ahead and go for Will-O-Wisp here. Come on, I know you want to do it. Why is that a weakness policy? I got no clue, but we're setting up the trick room now. We're not, no. We should not go for Max Merman, because that is a bait for the. That is a bait for that Shadow Ball. Oh come on! And why is that? Okay. Shadow Ball agent. It doesn't have Trick Room Imprison in that, guys. Doesn't it? Getting a little bit lost right now. Wow, that did so much damage. Why is that a fiery dance? Oh, and it's set up telling. Oh, so you. Excuse me. What is that? That was a message to me that I should upload a team sheet. What team sheet? There's no tournament this weekend. We lost this. Yeah, we definitely did that. That Articuno definitely was just better than we were. There was no way we could have stopped that. Oh, it's just coaching Porco. Yeah, it's like, okay. I think that is just self-explanatory. Right, so we're still losing with this thing. I do not like that. Oh boy, that is much, actually. Mimikyu just beats that pretty well. And so does Celesteela. So sorry, Zekrom, you will have to sit this one out. The idea is basically, yeah, opponent cannot get Anger Point and break this guys at the same time. That is the whole idea. Hopefully this is not going to be some kind of taunt. It's not going to be taunt. So let me introduce one more character. This. Just like question mark. It's like. Stimulate senses. This also stimulates senses, you know? Just say question mark. What's so offensive about that? The point is there is nothing, but. It's like. Well, after all, we're trying to troll in this series, so this is waiting for the opportunity to say the nice word. Being a nice. I guess we're just moving on to the next battle. And yes, Zekrom would have been the wrong choice because opponent would have just doubled it up turn one. Looks like a good Zekrom bait. Putting these two guys in the back just to close this game down. Let's turn on the timer. Maybe I should just take more inspiration from these salt winners and see how do they make opponents salty. But from what I've recognized, Smogon players are a lot more salty than VGC players. I mean, most of these Smogon players do not even like come to IRL events, so they just like. Yeah, that's the problem with the Smogon players. They mostly are under username and do not even use their real name. And like, If they want to create a new account, like completely new personality, they just can, because no one saw their face. Well, on VGC you have to go to RL events, and everyone is gonna remember your real name, your real face, what country you're from. It's different, you know. People, if they're feeling untouched, are going to be a lot more vulgar than if there could be real life consequences. That's internet for you. Why is no one battling? Also, from what I've recognized, how do you make people salty is you comment on the battle too much, way too much. Like, you just say like, oh, that worked. And, yeah, quite literally, oh, that worked. And say that like, in 5 different ways through the battle. And people just like, still talking. Stop talking. Yeah, alright, I go for reflect, mate. Nice, that's the way we want to see it. Yeah, opponent is gonna be like, oh wait, Zekrom is that powerful? And like, I'm like, nah mate, it's just best of one strat for you. This is still not a nice spot, I think. Like, after I KO Porygon 2, then we strike with the nice. Then we attack. What, I'm just getting lost in this late. Like, what is it supposed to do again? Oh, Regigigas. Is that gonna be support? No, it's not gonna be support Regigigas. Oh, it's steel spiked. Oh, right. Yeah, I should have known. That's well, it was bad. Oh, we're battling here? Or is the opponent just running at... Yeah, the opponent is just running out of time. Not getting anywhere. Opponent just left. Oh, that didn't knock out. That is a bit of a shame, really. That is a big shame. Oh, right. Now he Dynamaxes. And, of course, we're going to... Alright, that's not gonna work out. Why are you minimum speed return? This is the moment you say. This is the moment you say nice. And it's gonna work out. Nice. Such a passive aggressive move. Alright, we just got the Dark Hole in the back to just deal with that. Opponent coaching Regigigas. Yeah, right. That sounds about right. Yeah. Alright, yeah, that thing just dies, and now we're just bringing this thing. Also, from what I've learned, what makes people angry is saying GG early. Like, I'm you know where did I learn all this stuff? From myself? From myself? Yeah, I know myself the best, probably better than, like, I would know other people. But I know from my experience, that is just so insulting when you just get bet by gimmick and opponent says, like, GG turn 2. Early GG. Oh, that's put in the salt videos as well. Like, early GG. You remember? I think I saw some videos like that. Never say GG early. Well, what are you gonna do? Gonna cry against the Zekrom? Well. Zation. Hello, Zation. We're gonna have these two guys in the back again. Not sure if this is like rude to the opponents or not. Like, this is why I'm trying to just stay only to the nice and see like how people react to that. Like, I think it's definitely like has its own charm to not just be a complete prick and just saying nice. GG early, like this. Probably gonna try to stick in only to nice though. As that, I think that's the most hilarious way to just make people angry. Just say nice. I think that's really magical. And if person just gets angry at that. But I could see myself getting angry at that at some point as well. Like, come on. No, like seriously, I can see myself getting angry. Like, if you lost like 2 games already to hacks, and then like a third guy just says nice. Right, that hurts. That hurts on psychological level. Just didn't even have to do that. Alright, look at that. Max Dragon doing a lot of damage. That is just nice. Alright, let me just set up Rook for him now, and we're gonna try to do it the old way with Torkoal in the back. I would have survived that by some point. I would have just. If I double knockout here, I'm probably gonna say nice. That is the moment you say nice. You say nice. Be nice to people. Come on, hit the player off. The moment you say nice. I think that's just so funny. So someone might get angry over that. Do you think they beat the Torkoal with the Incineroar? Oh well, yeah, it's just. Also, why no substitute? Perhaps opponent doesn't have the sub. Also, we just. We crit that Incineroar. That is quite nice. Okay, we just can't add. How are we under-speeding that in the first place? I'm used, but okay. Well, that worked out, didn't it? That opponent just left. Okay. So yeah, just be nice, you know? I think that could be very much the name of the series. Just being nice. People are just getting angry at you. Alright, by the way, mechanic fun fact. We're actually ignoring the lightning rod of the Raichu with the Zekrom, so we're gonna be able to attack the Lapras even though Raichu would be on the field. And I believe you can actually attack the Raichu with electric attack as well this way. That's gonna be. If I actually manage to just get the knockout here, I'm gonna say nice again. I think that's just such a cool concept for a series. Oh no! That guy Eerie Impulse the Zekrom! And he just got it right. Ouch. Wow. Righty, that guy is not gonna get fooled, I guess. So. If that was physical, he would have been completely screwed, but this guy just kind of like hoped it would not be, and it worked out. So. That's how Pokemon sometimes work. Alright, come here, Torkoal. Let's just finish the business. Yeah, this shit just finish off Lapras, and there's like... If I win a speed tie here, I'm gonna say nice. That would be also very nice. Winning speed ties is a good, nice deal, actually. So, no, we need sleep powder. That is the troll tool as well. We're gonna be running Butterball though, instead of the Sludge Bomb, because I have a feeling that. Nice. Alright, that's going to be nice from me, turn 1, because that is a nice lead. Excuse me? That's what you bring against Sun in the back? I think Zacian might survive this. Alright, no. Nice. No, he left before I said a nice word. Alright. Oh, look at that thing just go. Wow. Okay. Alright. The Torkoal. I don't think the Zekrom can KO my Zekrom, and I can KO their Zekrom because I'm special. Yeah, opponent might be banking on it actually. Right? Opponent will probably parting shot. Yeah, but I think I should still have enough firepower to just get that. Why is there so much furth on a low ladder? Nice. This is so nice. Yeah, that is a loss. Yeah. Nicest man on the ladder. Alright, that thing is. Alright, that is a move, certainly. And yeah, this guy's just... This guy's not getting through the Torkoal, unfortunately. I mean, I could save the Torkoal for later in the game, but there is no reason to at this point. Yeah, I think I should use a lot more best of one maps on this. In this series, I think it's just like most whoever fits this series and like... helps people just get angry. Or best of one is the best way to just have fun. And I think I have a lot of fun with this series if I'm gonna use more best of one gimmicks or troll teams at least. Alright, are we bulking with Venusaur or not? So that means that the Incineroar can just probably KO our Venusaur turn 1. Or not, it's a roll by the way, if it's not an attack, if it's, oh my goodness. Oh well, that thing just worked out miraculously well in that case. Oh, it's just a max flare Glytodon for some reason. Why is that max flare Glytodon? That makes sense. Okay. Context is you need to protect Small Stance, Rock Slide, and Precipice Blights for more important stuff like Charizard, and Sport Stance is for Intimidate, and Protect is for Protect. So running a Fire Punch and Glytodon is just a wrong beginner's mistake. I could make a short about that as well on YouTube. Okay, I can just try to trick my opponent here, like Zekrom might be the #1 enemy. That worked out, right? That worked out for some reason, and I think I should just slap myself for that working out. Alright, so Glytodon is fainting next turn, so that is good news. I think opponent does not go into max Quake into the Zekrom here, so I'm just switching back in. If opponent does not... Nice. I'm saying nice to that. Nice. I honestly hate nothing more than just getting outplayed by simple plays. And just like... You have no one else to blame but yourself in this, for example, situation. And it's just kind of like... depressing. I know that, again, from my experience, that I just play very simply on ladder and then I just lose to some stupid stuff and I just kind of hit myself for not making the right play when it was relatively easy to make the right play. It's kind of sad. I'm waiting for someone to rage at me, like, maybe I'm just too nice. But we're somehow outspeeding that Incineroar for some reason. I do not fully understand that. Yeah, that is nice. That is nice. That is 100% nice move. Maybe we're gonna fight some more. Oh, he's not leaving the game. That could be interesting. No, now he leaves the game. No, he or she leaves the game. Shame. I was almost thinking like, oh, he or she is typing something. Okay, that's alright. We might be getting to the. Oh wait, wait a minute. I have not been seeing any replies. I was just like so invested into. So invested into just making people just say nice to people that I got to save replies. By the way, if you're wondering who I got the idea from to say nice, it's my friend TheJaxicarps. He is a true master in making people rage. In fact, he bet 4 Italians in a row at an MSS, and then he lost 3 times in a row, ruining all of these 4 Italians' resistance, and none of them make cant because of that, because he ruined their resistance. That was absolutely fantastic. And what did he use? A live switch shitting job at soak. So, sounds about right. And this he said he made stupid plays, but it worked out. So, and he also said nice during it. So it is his. Thank him if you want to. No, we developed this fantastic strategy of making people rage. So far, no one raged at us, but like, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the person to just say, oh, the 3 dots. That is my favorite one. Like 3 dots. That is absolutely priceless. Whenever that happens. It's like what? Right, just launch the incinerator here. Nice. All right, if I'm gonna survive the. Oh, am I going to survive the cannon here? What's the name of the move? Dynamax cannon? Is that it? Oh, Shadow Snake just to weaken me. Nice, that's nice. I'm saying nice to that. Alright, Doublade is going to be. Doublade has actually bad special attack, so it has to be physical. This is why I'm just burning it. Is it finally going someone say something? Come on, say something. You're staying in the game. Only for the main. There you go. Oh. You're actually criminally winning a lot. I think that's because the strategy is most of a best of 1. I think my opponents are not like... not quite in their skin, I would say. What is this? Starmie? By the way, that will most probably be Meteor Beam Starmie. It has to be. That just has to be. Also, because I'm seeing the Glytodon here, I'm really scared of... Actually, we're just gonna go for like... No, wait a minute. Yeah, we gotta be smarter this time. We just can't choose it. That is absolutely the best lead I could have asked for. You know what? I'm actually not Dynamax in the Venusaur. I'm really scared of the possible Max Flare again. And yeah, this is one. This thing just kind of appears out of nowhere, just like a boogeyman, just came out of the closet. There you go. We learned something. Oh, not nice. That is actually horrible. That is actually genuinely horrible. We cannot even max guard with Zekrom because we got the Psychic. Why do we have Psychic again? I got no clue, but we just have the Psychic and we have to accept that. Did I face this guy yesterday? I think I did. Or someone used similar strategy with Sharon. Like Battle Blizzard and the weakness plus ground. I think that could be a good idea for a gimmick as well. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. That is a great idea. That is a great idea. Hopefully this Glytodon just does not just somehow... Oh, come on! No way, mate. No way. Actually, we still got a chance. I mean, not really, but you get the idea where I'm coming from. Because we underspeeded Groudon. I think that was a little bit, we lost a little bit to Hux. Wow, that is just so fat. Alright, big. Alright, miss precipice. Miss, double miss. Alright, I'm just forfeiting that. I'm 24 Mac. Alright, 24 Big Macs. Big Macs 24/7. You know what could be passively insulting as well? Turning on timer. Look at me like, what, David? You kidding? You kidding? Well, if you combine that with nice, you get the idea. Just turn on the timer and then just say nice in the most inappropriate moment. That sounds like an idea, doesn't it? Too bad opponent managed to turn on the timer before me. Blimey. Oh, there you go. That's not life warped, and Zekrom is actually surprisingly bulky. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna say nice to that. Not sure if opponent realizes that I am special still, but it did work out. I'm actually going for like Max Quick and Will-O-Wisp. For Big Max is in big trouble right now. Alright, and we hit the Will-O-Wisp. Is this Lumberry? It's not. Okay, good. 24 Big Max. Let's go. Let's go for player off here. Yeah, that is a clean one shot. Oh, we miss. Rockfall. Why? Oh, because Buzzball is coming in. I guess so. Let's Psychic that Buzzball. Shame. We could have just gone something out of that, I feel. It's just Psychic the Buzzball with a Zekrom. That's totally a normal sentence. You know, let's say GG. Maybe just makes Peasant angry. No, he just leaves. Okay. It doesn't have to take a lot to be a troll. You can do it in like very subtle way. Maybe that's the most sinister one as well. Alright, we have been recording only for 30 minutes and we are getting close to the 1300s. I like that. I really like that. Too bad. I would really wish we could just use Starkle and Venusaur for the Assault. Excuse me for one moment. Not touch him! Not touch him! Not touch him! Alright, I was just telling her that I'm recording something. Alright, let me just do the standard stuff. Why would there be a Dragazalt in late? Alright, this is just the... Is this guy going for a taunt into the Mimikyu? They have to be, I'd assume. Are they Dynamaxing the Dragazalt? Okay, just Tailwind? Wait, excuse me? A Tailwind against a Mimikyu? If I got the Trick Room off there, I would have said nice, but oh well. Oh, Landorus. Okay, that thing is definitely annoying, but nothing actually that probably annoys me too much. What? Whoa, there we go. Alright, let's get a Mammoth Swine in right now, and let's just Icicle Crash that, and we'll lose the Dragonzolt. Nice. I think I'm gonna say nice to that. No, that's just a little bit nice. Like, did the opponent not predict a Trick Room? That just makes me like blow my head off. Like, using Mimikyu against Tornadus, how it screams of Trick Room. Or else maybe opponent predicted a Metal Herb and just said, oh screw that, I'm not gonna even try to taunt that. That's me in 2015, by the way, not even bringing a Brilliant to the game, because I thought a top 8 of World Championship, I thought there Cresselia had to have safety goggles, but I did not, and I did not even try. This guy is making my 2015 mistake right in front of me, and it irritates me immensely. Right, that will be choice locked most likely. I'm not gonna be rude, like saying like yes, burn trash. I think that would be a little bit too out of character. I'm the nicest man on the universe. And opponent is just taking its time. Maybe opponent gave up already. Maybe I made him rage by just abandoning this game. How do we PMR? It's like I would like to see if this guy is playing some other game already, because I think this guy just gave up on this game. No, that is quite literally obvious to me that this guy gave up. But it is not over. What if I do not have Torkoal in the back? I think the chances of Solgaleo winning right now are really big. Like, why would you just give up right now? All it takes is like one Will-O-Wisp miss, and it just gets really ugly for me. I just got no clue. And yeah, Dragonzolt can self-proc the weakness policy. I think you're in a pretty fast spot. This is far from just rage quitting that game. Right, we faced this guy for the second time. I might as well. Yeah, we're facing this guy for a second time. It's just. Alright, let me just try to do the same. Oh, hello. He tried to counter lead in that, but I don't care, kind of. I'm just gonna leave. Alright, like, why would... This guy threw the game! This was easily winnable. Why do you have Psychic Fangs in the first slot? That is a... By the way, I think we take the Behemoth Blade. Oh. Okay, good. Nice. Let's just say nice to that. I think that is... definitely nice. That is actually Choice Scarf Landers, and last game it just used the... Alright, let me just switch into Torkoal right here and just go for Eruption plus Play Rough. It's the most no-brainer move I can do, and there is nothing opponent can really do about it. No, you just like, seriously, this thing just probably faints. Maybe, yeah, maybe survives, but just... No! Don't do that to me! Just missed the Play Rough. Not nice. Alright, we just burned that thing on the switch and that's very good. Nice. Okay, just continuing the nice train. Alright, go ahead and Dynamax that. Hopefully that's not like weakness plus is slow. Alright, Max Knuckle actually did a lot of damage, but do we really care? I'm gonna be Dynamaxing the Torkoal. Yeah, we survived that as I thought we would. Nice. Say nice to that as well. That is the perfect time to say nice. And opponent just leaves the game again. I think that just speaks for itself. Unfortunately, we're just not getting any kind of fine responses from that. Bit of a shame, really. Because I think this guy is actually really, really angry at this moment. Like, yeah, this guy's probably really angry. But he has enough brain to not respond to me. Do not defeat the troll, you know. But man, I would like to really face some Italian, dude. These guys are priceless. No, like, quite seriously, they are priceless. They are such, like, timed bomb. You can just make pop off or make them really angry. Maybe Spanish, definitely Spanish dudes I definitely just got raged at. Actually, in different format. I played Gen 1 OU and some Spanish guy just started just doing some Spanish only. I was about to say to him, like, why are you saying all this when there is a chance I just do not understand? Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to say that response, and opponent just left. But he was quite angry. Let's just say that, alright? Alright, let me just max worm in this. Did we one-shot this Dusclops is the good question, and the answer probably is no, but we got the Torkoal in the back, so we don't really care. Yeah, we do not even come close, actually. Oh, nice, I'm gonna say nice to that, because I quite literally know that this guy predicted a turn 1 taunt, and I just went for a stupid play and worked out. That is always priceless when that happens. Like, this guy already predicting some kind of, like, special play out of me, and I just go for, like, just broke my weakness policy. That is just so insulting. So unbelievably insulting. You do not even believe how much it is. And this guy's thinking right now, because he knows he screwed up right here. This guy really invested a lot of brain into that play, and it just didn't work out. Wow, and he just got burn KO on me. That is not nice. Not stonks. Not stonks. Oof. I could say oof to my own hacks. That could be the second rule I'm gonna say. Oof to my own hacks. It's like, you know, I'm not trying to say I'm like insulting my opponent exactly for him getting lucky, but it's just like childish, very childish way of saying like, ow, that hurt. Alright, that Feeny is coming in, isn't it? So I think this is relatively free max Hellstorm into the Zekrom, unfortunately. Maybe opponent doesn't switch out, though. We're gonna see. We still did not get really lucky in any of these games, so the nice effect doesn't really work that well, unfortunately. If we would get lucky, opponents would be a lot more angry when I would say nice. Red of some sort, that would be just... No, that would be just nice. I'm just gonna say that simply. It would be really nice. Yeah, I think this is pretty simply winnable by the opponent, unfortunately. Although opponent could screw up again by... Like, I can already imagine just Feeny not protecting for some reason, because again, opponent will predicts and I just kind of like get off, like get away with murder basically. Oishihati, I did... Wow, I remember playing this guy in one format really a lot. Good to see the guy back. Wow, I actually want to say nice to this guy. This guy is a legend of some old format. I do not remember. It was either 19 or 18. I saw this guy a lot online. Oh wow, this guy's just too fast. And actually, believe it or not, we lose the game right here. Because the Fini is just too good. I mean, yeah, if we only had a little bit more speed on Zekrom, which I'm thinking of adding in right now, because, well, we just don't really want to get outspat by any more Groudons or Finis like that. That would be... We just got this guy. What? That is assault busted. Okay, that is just assault busted. I'm just gonna forfeit that. Yeah, okay. I believe this guy is not the type of person that just gets angry, but I could try. But remember, this guy just is like serious highlighter guy. Did not get confused by 1300s, yeah? This guy used to be very high and very professional, so. And this guy's lettering on his main, so. Her main, I don't know. So people don't tend to get salty on their main unless you're light goal. It's understandable. Some people just, other people get angry on their main as well, including me. Let's be honest with me. Like, I'm not really that angry, like just insulting my opponent. I don't think light goal does that either, but like, I tend to just get really angry when opponents just acting stupid. And like opponent doesn't have the game knowledge, and I just know he's wrong, but he's just like sticking to his point. He will prove that he is right, regardless of the price, you know, regardless of whatever. And I really get angry at these people very often because I just don't understand their motive. Why do you just want to stand by your point so much? Why are you saying like, oh, that did not matter just so much? Do I really have to bring it out of calculation to just prove that I am right? And these people are like waiting like a movie villain, like, I'll be waiting. You know, just like movie villain sends his minion for some stupid stink, you know, stupid thing, and like, that's what they are doing. That's just so weird. Also, we just lost this because Snake and Adel is right. I think we really need protecting Zekrom. Oh yes, we do absolutely need protecting Zekrom. I'm just gonna go for protect here. Just simply protect. Hopefully this guy just not gonna like reverse trick room of some sort. That would be a little bit. That would make things a little more complicated. Oh, it's a choice scarf Landorus plus Pokeaimmd. Alright, good. Max Ornament goes into the Zekrom. Good. And now we just KO the Pokeaimmd. Good. Nice. I'm gonna say nice to that. Nice. That is definitely nice. And the opponent will try to just like salvage the situation right now, but truth is, it's kind of too late. Wow, opponent still does not know that I am special. But yeah, now he realizes that. Nice. I'm saying more nice stuff, like really just like thirsty for someone to just rage at me at this point. Like, people come here and just do something. Maybe I'm lettering during the wrong time. To be honest, it could be that I'm lettering during more casual time, as you know, I've been saying in past times. Like I've said basically that more casual people letter in the morning, and more hardcore like people that just like letter like much more serious things letter later in the day, which could be the moment I should letter with this theme. Alright, let me try that on last guy, Prodigal. Alright, I thought of a joke, but it was the adulty. I'm looking at the name of the opponent. No, I cannot say that joke. Come on, that would be too much. Are we just gonna do absolutely the same thing we did last game? I think we can definitely do that. Actually, I believe we should just... I'm just gonna protect first. I'm not risking it. Oh yeah, that would have been interesting to say the least. Okay, this guy is alright. Watch this guy set up a reflect or switch to like liners of some sort, and I'm just gonna detonate it with Max Dragon unless we just. But I think yeah, this rush ram should be probably fast. I would say. Oh, shine. Yeah, I got that. Then we just lose the game. That was actually a really smart play. Shame that we could have probably taken that turn, attack turn 1, and now we just like, now we're just kind of like sitting here. Oh yeah, that is definitely a shame. I should have known. I should have predicted that. Yeah, that was definitely dumb of me. Scary face was pretty obvious. We want to play another game. I think we are. I think. Oh wow, opponent really did not go into the Mammoth Swine this turn, hey? Alright, that changes some things to say the least. Because with this, I think Ice Shard plus Flare Off should just finish off Reshiram. And then we got the Torkoal in the back to finish the game off. Alright, that might not. Oh wow, that is actually. Oh yeah, because it's underspeeding. Okay. In that case, we were definitely losing. And we were pretty close to 1300s, but we just somehow screwed up. Or maybe more serious opponents are coming online right now. But yeah, that Scary Face into yourself, that was a really good play. So gotta get props to the opponent for making that good play. I did not save this replay. I think that replay was pretty good. Video paused. Oh well. Erotic-centric. I mean, okay. Whatever you say, mate. No, I'm a little bit confused, like. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go for Draining Kiss into myself here. I believe this could be just a taunt for Tornadoes. What up? Like, my grandma came to visit right now and like. You're just playing some weird music in a living room. I'm a little bit confused as to what the F did I just hear over there. All you have to say is nice, and I think opponent is. But it might be typing. No, opponent is not typing anything in. Wait for a second here for the. Let's build the suspension right here. Let's search for another game. Meanwhile. Let me make oof here, that's like. I missed the Will-O-Wisp, so I'm gonna say oof. Alright, he just forfeits right here. Alright, I think that was definitely rage quit right now. Alrighty, nice. Zekrom is radiating a bursting aura. Oh, that is a Assault Vest Incineroar. Okay. Alright, so it's not gonna go for any kind of parting shots in upcoming turns. That is good to know. If that one-shotted, I would have definitely said nice, but now it's just kind of like... I could say. Alright, now I'm setting up Trick Room. Alright, now that guy, do you think that guy just KOs the Zekrom right here? Not with +1 special defense. And I highly doubt this would be a physical evolve tool. Oh no, that probably knocks out. Alright, that was a... Like, if I max scouted that, that was a win, but I didn't think that guy would have a fake deals on the Grimmsnarl. Wow, okay. Like, I just don't think there are enough abusers on the opponent's team. Oh, how to turn a nice game into a trash one. Like, a lot of Grimmsnarl just pulling up their worst possible tricks at me. Previously Scary Face, now a fake tears. Right, I believe I actually have a very positive matchup here. With the Zekrom against the Colossal at least. My opponent is just going for very, very unnecessary. Very fake tears though. And for Raining Kiss though. That is Incineroar for sure. Gonna be protecting that. There's no way opponent does not go for that one. Only melee, that is just so much damage. And yeah, if they have Real Beam in the back, this is over. If they have Feeny in the back, it's over. If they have a Lucky for some absolutely weird reason. No, it's not gonna be that case. Okay. We're just forfeiting that. Max Quake, critical hit. I'm gonna say nice to that because that was like... That was really nice. Are you gonna be a spec Shadow Ball? Right, Dragon Dots, nothing. Do you think the Blastoise has actually like a move that can hurt me here? Water Spout, you know. Zekrom is just too big. Oh, it's Ice Beam Blastoise. Of course it will be. Phantom Force vanished instantly. And, like, wow, that Blastoise is actually really annoying right now. Because it's really slow. It has a lot of coverage moves that actually hit me super effectively. Like, yeah, look at this. This is just annoying. You know what, I'm actually thinking that this guy targets down Torkoal here for some absolute unknown reason. Opponent, oh, it's all out. Well, I probably know what's the set then. That is most likely going to be a Assault Vest. All out attacking set in that case. Yeah, that is very probably AB just... Right. Barbary Berry, please hit this attack. Good. What's going to be in the back? Because I don't think the Zacian can beat the Torkoal. nice, because that is probably one shot. And AA 123 just left the game. How much do I want to record? I really need to record replays for the metagame one day. But I'm having just too much fun right now. Wait, what is this? Hey, this is BSG. You user con. Oh wow. Digimon. Oh, that's leftovers from April Fool's Day. Digimons have entered Let's Go formats. Oh. Alright, Volrain user. I guess you're not familiar with the Pokemon named Lapras, but we can forgive you that. Is that gonna be thick fat? Does it get thick fat? Oh yes, of course it gets thick fat. Why wouldn't it get it? Raging enemy. That is real shame. Alright, mate, just don't. Right, don't be a fast Volrain. Don't be a fast one. Like that probably means we're just gonna get that. Nice. Is this gonna be just a forfeit now? Yeah, I think that is that is a good. I'm gonna bring Shirley in that. Also say rage quit, you know. He also said rage quit in the thumbnail of the video. Yeah, I mean, like, we're just, like, so many people rage quit already. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We made it lead. I cannot count them on one hand, basically, if I had to guess. So, I think we're at least accomplishing that mission pretty well. Good. I like this. I like this lead. I assume this is just going to be a one shot. Nice. Yeah, too bad opponent knows that I'm special right now, so that Thunderous is just gonna have it will just spam a Eerie Impulse into me. You know what? I actually don't think I even care, because this Giratina is just, well, it's probably not very powerful. Oh, goodbye. Say nice to that as well. That is definitely nice. Alright, the opponent got it. Probably does not have Eerie Impulse on their support. On their support. Thunderous, which makes me question multiple religions at the same time, really. Alright, that's one shot. Say nice to that as well. Breakometer, yawn. Alright. There we go. Alright, that's just that is just opponent knows it's over. Too bad. Alright, I think I have to end right now. I'll have stuff to record that's more important. But I think we had definitely a lot of fun. Like, the dual rain one is probably my highlight today. We're gonna save this reply as well. Okay, I think I really have to end right now. I'm gonna do, actually I have to do slash rank, just so you know I'm not cheating. I forgot to do that in previous episode. Alright, these are the stats. I'll get you in a second, so keep an eye on this video. Right, so I finished recording the Metagame Monday. Well, not Metagame Monday, but I'm finished making the replays. And I really had fun last time with Zekrom. So I'm just going to be continuing where I left off, and it is pretty late now. It's 18 o'clock. That is 6 p.m. in American time. And yeah, look at this. This is like much better team. Like it's still weird, you know. Like Milotic, Registeel, Neostic, Landorus, Incarnate, but there is more competitive idea behind it, and this I think these players are more serious, and this I think we can get some salt out of them. So we're gonna be again doing the same thing, just saying nice. We will definitely bring Celestial in this game. I definitely feel there will be need for it. Yeah, about you, I absolutely don't care. You know what's weird? You know, weird fact. The Landorus is resistant both to Max Lightning and Max Quake. And you know, that Registeel is probably switching to that. Oh, is it? I don't know, honestly. I'm gonna go for Max Quake though. Yeah, because I want the extra special offense for the Landorus later. And will you go for Will-O-Wisp? Oh, wow. That survived? That is just weird. That actually stinks a lot. But I'm just going for Vermin, yeah. I'm just going for Will-O-Wisp there, so Registeel won't bother us as long as we just do that to that. Yeah, too bad we just didn't one shot. Yeah, nice, okay. I kind of thought that was one of the possible results. Yeah, this is just fainting. And well, could that be called a prediction? Like, I don't think so, but yeah, I'm just going for max moment here. I'm gonna be probably living that, and like this, like, I mean, the Torkoal in the back is just good enough for the cleanup already, as long as this doesn't crit. Good. Much opportunity to say nice word, but yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Do you think? No. It doesn't get Cheer Force and it's Dynamax form. Alright, we're just, yeah. I'm probably saying nice after Disruption now. I won't get that away from me. It's so weird, like, you see this, like, the avatar being a little bit misplaced. You actually can't see my... Actually, I need to do rank. Yeah, you see I didn't cheat. Oh, it already Dynamaxed, so I don't think yeah, I'll just yawn that. And this thing should be finding soon. That still did nothing. We only got Burning Jealousy. I'm switching to Celestial. We actually got an eligible. It's not going to be any kind of berry. And yeah, this thing is... I don't think anyone really cares so far. Oh, that's coaching thing. Did we just Will-O-Wisp that? I just realized. Like, I'm still confused as to what is this channeler trying to accomplish here. Is that imprisoned recruit? With me being special, I just don't care about Will-O-Wisp, and I do not care about the Intimidate, which makes this a lot more comfortable position for pretty much at any point. Oh, it really did not trust that itself that it's going to get out of this turn alive. That is. This guy's thinking, I'm just gonna try to disrupt him a bit. I said nothing but nice so far. I think it's hilarious. Can no one just go that angry so far? I mean, like, is the really that dangerous? Ah, ew. Hey. Oh, it did that for that's a strategy. Fun. Actually, it's not fun at all, but I definitely have to go for Max Quake here. Coaching, okay. You know, I actually don't care about that because I'm special. It was really nice play. Oh, no, I did not make a mistake. Yeah. I actually have +1 special defense, so I'm a little bit sturdier. Would seem odd to a naked eye. But it has to go for Glacial Lance. It just has to. Oh, we just won the game. Okay. Alrighty. This guy just changed avatar. Oh, there we go! How do we continue? Did we say smiley face? Alright. I think smiley face is allowed at this point. This looks like Italian. Like, I don't know this thing. Alright, yeah, okay. We got something. That's something, all right. But you see, some people just answer my calling. Right, Zygarde. Hello, Zygarde. We got Mamoswine. Okay, that makes things instantly easy. Alrighty, this looks... This is a bait. Come on. Don't be a bait. This would be lame. Okay, mate. Wow, this is a fast Zygarde. And no one for your impulse. Is that? Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna say nice to that. I don't think that could be. It could be said by any other words. Just Thunderbolt? Why? Oh, don't miss that. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, that thing is... Let's be burning that thing. Now the problem is the Feeny. Like, no, it's seriously a problem right now. I'll have to switch out that Zekrom into Mamoswine and sack it. After Finian Dynamaxes though, this is... Well, Fini doesn't Dynamax at all, for some reason. Alright, it's not leftovers, so I think that has to be... Right, it's still not Dynamax. Wait, you did not Dynamax, do you know that? That is... that was a little bit obvious to me. I just got deja vu from this situation. Have I been in this situation before? Probably nothing. Yeah, it's probably nothing. Alright, this Fini is just Dynamax in this thing. And it's really painful to just faint, it was so close. Or it doesn't Dynamax. Why would... This guy forgot to Dynamax? That guy would have won that. This guy would have won that. If he or she decided to Dynamax. What, GG? I'm like, oh. If you say so. Oh yeah, he has to explain himself. That's one of the side effects of being a little bit salty. Like trying to justify your game plan, like in front of someone that's not as intelligent, I'd say. It's one of the side effects, you know. And I quite very well know that because I have done that multiple times myself. So yeah, you just justify yourself, but it's... The funny part is, if I was then more evil troll, I would have made it look like I don't think that's the case, and I think like that would not have mattered, or just some sort of like nonsense like that. But my capabilities are within nice right now, and maybe smiley face, so... I'm not going to be getting over these boundaries because I just don't want to be a prick, you know. It's like nice is just like something that's funny, you know. But I'm not going to be like saying like commenting every single turn. That is, if you want to say me how that works, it's actually... Oh wow, that was dumb of me, like really dumb. Anyway, like, if you would like to see that in action, you would not even believe how ridiculously annoying that is. Like commenting on every single turn in every single battle, you could pretty much get... If you are up against someone who actually talks, this has absolute devastating effect on their psychic or brain. Like, I know myself from experience, like, losing to someone who actually talks a lot, or losing to someone who is getting cheered by someone who talks a lot is... Wait a minute, I just remembered something else what these people did. Like, it was something like calling GG from a... Oh yes, someone, third person saying GG is also very irritating to deal with. Like, someone, you're just like close to like 2 turns away from losing, and a third person says GG. That is absolutely ridiculously irritating for the user. Like that I just know that it's just almost impossible to hold yourself at that, hold yourself accountable in that moment. And I know some people actually do that deliberately and act like they're just like newcomers, just like cheering for someone, but they are very well not cheering for someone. They know what they are doing by commenting on the battle. They know what they're doing by saying GG early. I've seen multiple people, most of them got banned almost like in a few days in VGC chat room because it was pretty clear to see that they're just bricks, you know. They did not even try to hide that, it was pretty obvious. Also, are we winning with Torkoal already? I mean, this Sabla is just trying to do some magic here, but it's not gonna work out, is it? Yeah, that is a bit of a shame. Fake out happens, alright, so... Do you think that supply switches out into the Landorus? Could have read that. I'm gonna be trying to set up Trick Room here. Actually, this is pretty easy to go for this double up. Because this way Landorus won't be able to chip away at the Mimikyu. And I frankly don't care. Like, with Torkoal in the back, we just clean this up, like, very easily. And Zacian cannot really touch Torkoal. Like, it can, it's like 3-hit KO, but you get the idea. It one-shots back, and it's like 3-hit KO, which is not good enough. If not KO, we should barely... Alright, that has been a high roll in that case. Or it might be Atomization. I will actually double protect here. There's no reason we don't. Unless this is like feint. Unless this is like feint Sableye. There has been distinct lack of nice in this game. This was pretty obvious play to me as well. Yeah, I've been outplayed all game because I was just talking about something. Yeah. Okay, this guy will try to do something with the Torkoal, but it's not going anywhere. It's like, I think this guy left already now. Yeah, he left already, so there's no point of continuing trolling that person. Yeah, I really thought like the draining his Mimikyu turn 1 would make a lot more people angry. What's going on here? Like... That Metagross in the back is actually a real pain. Like, you're gonna see why. I'm telling you. Topic of actually... Pain because I don't have anything else to do. Like, I just don't have a game I'm just playing right now casually. And I realized it's actually very important for people to have a game they play casually. That's like Pokemon, that's like not a multiplayer with their friends. It's something like you can just relax to. I'm open to recommendations. I might as well play something extra. Alright, the problem is... Oh, is there? Oh yeah, indeed he has a lot lower defense than special defense, and it will try to go for a... Good. I thought that would be the case. If you don't understand, I was thinking that opponent would... that crit mattered, by the way. Probably. I'm gonna say nice based on whatever switches in. But yeah, I definitely thought he or she would do that. Like, try to lure out a Trick Room out of me. They basically got absolutely nothing to lose by Dynamaxing here, since they're already just so ahead that it doesn't really matter. A bit of a shame that his Zappy Bird will probably be able to gain that. Like, This confusion will... Alright, Meg's gone. Good. And we get a Will-O-Wisp off as well. Good. I should have said nice after that crit, regardless. I don't think I'm just in a position to win this game, but I'm actually not that far away because we just got the Celesteelian back. Yes, please get through. Yes, nice. I'm saying nice here. That is absolutely a fantastic point to say nice. That is the exact point you say nice in. Save the whales. I'm saying nice again here. That is definitely a nice... too bad I'm actually not underspinning this Queen Galaxia. Just for burning jealousy. Yeah, no, that was good. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing more noises. I might be saying GG too early, but oh shit. I might have said it too early. Wow, that is actually gonna be catastrophically close. Too bad. That was really close, actually. Too bad we didn't get anything out of this guy. I definitely threw the game like on multiple occasions, yeah. But, I'm not gonna be chasing down opponents in PMs. I think that would be way too effective as well. Like, no, definitely that would be way too effective. Might be trying the early GG strategy right now. I think that could be pretty fun as well. More in DD head reading. I absolutely hate that. Just hate to see that. I actually know what to do here. It might anger them as well as a result. Watch pro play here. Because I got a strat right here. Because we are fast circle. Oh, shine. That would have been. I outplay opponent here. Wow, it's not even max speed. I'm gonna say nice to that. Nice. And the strategy has not been effective so far, unfortunately. So I don't think I think we might not even have enough material to make into the win. Alright. Do you think the Max Quake KOs the Torkoal here? Because I think it might not. Right, if this is ISO. Oh wow, okay, we might be. Oh wait, Burning Jealousy burns that because opponent rose it attacks that. That was of course, a tactical move. What are you talking about? I'm gonna be, yeah, I knew opponent would probably waste a ton here. Max Quake should not finish off Torkoal here anyway. Are right. Grimstone, no, Grimstone is not fainting to yeah, I'm just stalling time here, really. Oh wow, we did because Burning Jealousy, yeah, of course. Yeah, and Calyrex is fainting next time. If I would be a troll personally here, I would say something along the lines of, oh, Calyrex is fainting next turn. Nice. Because that is just so irritating. Do you want me to try to do that? I know that this would irritate opponent a lot. Right? This would be definitely irritating for them. A double protecting that will feel powerless. And I can say nice to this. Yes. Alright, this has very similar effect. I'm really trying right here. Hard, but these people are definitely stubborn today. I really want to get angry. I might have to face them like twice in a row before the effect sets in. Oh, hello. What's the name of that thing? Eternatus. Okay. I really do wonder how this guy deals with Celesteela reliably. Yeah, that's nice. But one lol. I expected a little bit more. So this play is just so obvious to me. Like, really? You're gonna fall for that? Really? Dragon makes it Pimpnite to Pimpnite or anything, but that max dragon is pretty obvious into it. So. Yeah, okay, good stuff. Yeah. I gotta say, I should have went for the Draining Kiss earlier. I really believe that they will strike me down with super effective mid this turn, so I'll just lose, just in case. Alright. Hit the Will-O-Wisp, Mimic you. Don't be... That is a shame, man. That is a big shame, because now the Feeny actually... well, they will strike me down with 2-hit KO here. So that is a real big shame. Real fat shame. If I hit the Will-O-Wisp, I would have... If I hit the Will-O-Wisp, I would have said nice, but... Yeah, look at that. That's just... I would have been well out of the max Quake range right now. Yeah, Grimmsnarl switches in. Not sure what it's gonna try to do with the situation, but... And it's certainly welcome to try to do anything. But this Mammoth is very, very irritating right now. Especially with Mimikyu being at +2 special defense, this is actually difficult to take down. Oh, it has Fake Out? Excuse me? I've not seen Fake Out in forever on Grimmsnarl. So this, again, the worst case scenario Grimmsnarl every time so far today. Like your landers with Ice Shard, I'll say nice. I'll say GG immediately. This could have a very devastating effect on the opponent. Please tell me something. No, nothing. People today are really... they are able to control themselves really well. But I need just some more luck on my side. Like, it just doesn't... If I just make a good play and say nice, it's just probably not good enough. Also, by the way, if you're really trash talking, you will get banned, so just saying nice is just... And because I'm just not a large YouTuber, they will not know my practices very well, so... Yeah, they'll never know. Oh, that is very annoying, actually. You know what? I don't care. Just miss the sleepover. Just do that then. Okay. We have taken 1 ton of sleep already. That is nice, to say at least. Yeah, they're not getting a Tailwind up, but like, doesn't really matter that they are not getting a Tailwind up. Like, we're just so slow, and they're like, look at that team, wait a minute, look, that's blistering speed. That is just so fast. That team is just so fast. Do you see that? That is just so funny to me. That is just funny to me. How fast this thing is. Alright, we're gonna be trying to just bust down this Venusaur. Oh, it has... Oh, it's one of those sets on Venusaur. Okay. It's Protect Sleep Powder set. My favorite from past recording because I lost to it with Giratina Altered form. Come on, go ahead and crit that. That would be really funny. Alright, yeah, that is done maxing. That is... problem. Yeah, I think that, yeah, this Venusaur, this Venusaur does not have a Earth Power, so it cannot proc my weakness policy, unfortunately. We need to turn 1 Wake Up here, just so we can set up Trick Room and then Reverse Sweep. It's really that simple. I'm not kidding. We get the Trick Room up, Torkoal just comes in and wins the game. It's that simple. And we get a Trick Room up. Nice. That's definitely nice worthy. Nice. Yeah, I think we are actually knocking out the... We are actually knocking out this Asian here with Earth Power, so it's not gonna get a sub up. And yeah, opponent opponent realized, like, oh my goodness, what do I do with Torkoal in the background now? And it's true, like, they do not do anything. They got nothing. This Torkoal just wins. Unfortunately, this Zekrom is just feigning, but... Although the Cinderace could get really irritating as well. Especially with Venusaur actually have just... Oh, well, okay, that is just annoying, because now opponent just switches the Cinderace here. Sacks... No, opponent can sack anything right now. No, wait. Zacian just switches out and then protects again. Or Venusaur can switch out and protect again after it comes in. So that is big fat shame that opponent got to double protect here. Or opponent won't use it to its advantage at all. And that is something, I guess. Oh, nice. That is very nice. Yeah. Oh, nice. That is very nice. Yes. Yeah, opponent definitely screwed it up. That was easily winnable with just switching out Venusaur. Oh, what's up with these hyper-offensive teams, huh? Double Reggie, Tailwind, Indeedee to stop the Trick Room, Kyogre, Cinderace. Oh, this is just hyper-offense my butt, basically. That is just megalo hyper offense, mate. That is just so much. We'll see how are we going to face up against that. I actually know. Nice hyper offense. Nice hyper offense. Am I really going up against the rules right now? No, not really. Nice hyper offense. You see, just in this series, we're really gonna experience the ways of sarcasm. And the beautiful ways they can be interpreted with. It's like, the opponent can be completely something else and people are just going to get angry. That is not a G-Max in race. Alright, opponent just rams into the mimic you immediately, going with Steel Spike. That would not KO. Ooh, that's close, but yeah, only if I set up the trick room. Yeah, like, yeah, bit of a shame, you know. But I can live with that. Oh yes, yes, okay, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, that's definitely a nice situation right now. Good play. Like, no, not really, but like, that is a good switch, definitely. That really irritates me now. Alright, good. Too bad it's not a Foxy, good. Now the good question is there Regidrago in the back instead of the Kyogre? Nice. Nice. Opponent is thinking right now, but I don't think like even Ice Beam is gonna save it because this is one shot back and I got plus 2 special defense, so they'll have the crit. Oh, I completely forgot about saying oof when I get hacked. Yeah, and when you're going up against someone who says a lot of things, you really want to win. So look at how much effort this guy's putting into this. Like, how can I win? What are my possibilities? I really want to win this. You are too smart now. I'm going to say it's GG. When opponent says GG, I'm going to say GG back. It's not actually. Alright, we are actually getting dangerously close to 1500s. Like, wow, is that going to be a record time? Hour and 40 minutes. It might be beating the Calyrex or Anguru, maybe. Alright, this is the... I think, what are we listening to? Excuse me. Pokemon Fractured Evil, Battle Gym Leader. Well, I mean, yeah, duh. Look at this thing. This is really the gatekeeper. Because we got pretty bad matchup against it. Let's just do Butter Ball then. Alright, we got really bad matchup against this. I'm not gonna lie. These some teams are... Yeah, I'm trying to find the right words for how irritated I'm by that, so... Pardon me. Alright, is this... No. Ooh. That is a loss. I don't think I can come back from that. Unless opponent screws up, which there is a chance for it, look. So the screw up is as following. Max Quake and a Zekrom. I somehow by some miracle actually get a Charizard here. Good. Yeah, too bad the opponent went for Wildfire. That's unrecoverable. Yeah, this... Wait a minute, what kind of sun was that? Redirection Trick Room, Talonflame, Priority Tailwind, and then you got the whole trifecta of evil itself. Charizard, Venusaur, Groudon, which can be led with any order and be effective. Yeah, seriously, even Charizard plus Venusaur is one of the most menacing leads because you got just so many options at the same time. Like you still got the Venusaur options, but now you have to care about Life Orb nukes the Charizard just hands out to pretty much every direction with its perfect coverage. And then like that Wildfire one-shots Porygon 2. And all you have to do is switch, and you cannot fake out Dynamax, so it's just pretty much unstoppable. Yeah, this was trifecta of death with Tailwind and Trick Room and Redirection. I applaud to you. That is absolute evil. Anyway, let's focus on this game. Oh, you say Solgaleo. Okay, that is new. I actually got a note. Oh wait, we got Trick Room Torkoal. This is actually one of the few teams that can stand up to it. Or maybe not, because this is gonna be Brutal Swing, one shot into Mimikyu. Yeah, this is actually really bad. Alright, that only means we're gonna get more chances to just get some sold out of these people. Wait, I Dynamax first? What are you doing, man? Oh, yeah, opponent thought it would KO through Protect, but I got Barbary Berry. That's a loss for my opponent. I'm definitely commenting nice here. Nice. That is absolutely nice. You can't deny that. And by the way, if opponent wants to... Yeah, I'm just going... No, it's Focus Sash. I do not care though. I'm saying oof to that. I really want to get this guy to say something. Is that gonna be one? Ooh, wow, that is not even remotely close being one shot. Too bad that did a lot of damage. If I would have been a massive freak, I would have copied this text 11% and I would have pasted it here. Because it was not apparent enough that this guy is losing, you know. It's the whole mentality of trolling people. That is just so effective. You see, I just don't care, you know. This is, by the way, a Assault Vest, so we might be going with Tunneled. Oh my goodness, I'm running out of time here. Max Dragon, Trick Room, there you go. Are we no way, we're actually living that. Wait a minute, what have I done? What have I done? No, it's gonna kill me. No, that would have been a free play. Oh, shame. I could have just protected the... that is big fat shine, because that was actually really close to winning the game. After that, although this could, like, in all honesty, I think the better play was to just go doubling up to the mimic here, but who am I to judge here? Yeah, this is over. Come on. I'm definitely outspeeding Moltres here. So. Hopefully it's just not flinching me right here. If it would flinch, alright, nice. That's so nice. And we're icicle crashing. Oh, it is Turbo Moltres. Oh, that would have been just such a great comeback. Oh, that is a shame. Oh, now he gets the feeling of righteousness, you know? Like, he bets the troller. We mustn't be discouraged by that, though. We must continue on, because these people are going to really splat it over your face that they bet a troll. The same way. They try to be effective the same way, but to win against them, you have to show no remorse. Like, even saying something like, oh, you bet a Zekrom mimic you? Why is that such a big deal? Go ahead and beat Tornaga. And say a smiley face, and they're gonna be, no, even there you're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm literally care about you won against me. You must show no, just no business. I actually don't know how to respond to that perfectly. Like, you're absolutely above the thing and make them think they care too much. And like make them feel bad. That's actually really complicated how to get psychological weapon there. Look at this thing though. Ton Ogre, Urshifu Colossal, Torkoal Venusaur. That's just so many modes on one team. And all of them are almost always bet by the Zekrom. This variant is definitely bet by Zekrom. Aren't we 1-1 again? 1-1 away from 1500s? Well, there are really good people right now on ladder. Are they going to max Quake? No, it's not. I would have been mildly infuriated by that. Yes, I'm so nice to that. Max Lightning, Will-O-Wisp. Guys, just this guy's away. Like this guy just. Yeah, that he knew. Or she knew that game was over. Did we face this guy before? No, that guy. Oh god. A clown avatar. So this has to be a second person using this. If I recall correctly, this is a taunt down flame. You're not gonna seriously go for attack me thinking that knocks out Mimikyu, right? I do not care about that at all. I'm gonna say nice to that. That's a pretty nice position to be in. Yeah, that Talon Flame is just getting hardballed by Zekrom. An opponent somehow still thinks that this might be physical Zekrom. That's not it, Chief. You can have seen that from a lot of streamers whenever they just got talked on in a chat here, that they are really angry and feeling really good whenever they beat like Screen Peeker or Stream Peeker, I'd say. They are really happy and really tilted whenever they lose. So. Never get discouraged by. No, seriously, I've seen so many streamers just completely flip out Like, they are really frustrated whenever they lose. And you know, I would be no different, so I would be also like 30 minutes from that moment on. For 30 minutes, you're going to reminiscent of that game. Whenever you really lose really closely and someone talks down on you, you will go on tilt immediately and pretty much throw another half an hour of games because you're just still thinking about that game. You really want to win a game, so you forget about it, but that is actually difficult to accomplish. Yeah, 1-1. And let's like if to that. I use this music in some of one of my videos. I remember that. We just want to knock out this guy. We're gonna drain him, cause good. We are. Oh, okay. It's actually getting knocking itself out. And if anything was obvious to me, that this is definitely a Assault Westlanders. And Kyogre is coming in. Okay. We are ice shotting, and even if it is not, we are focus slash, so we don't really care. Oh, we cannot protect. That is actually a little bit annoying. Very annoying, because this thing might just blow us up with Ice Beam here. Doesn't even knock out. I mean, Venusaur has good special of. Oh yeah, it's just a case. Nice to that. Say something, come on. I'll be waiting. No, nothing. These people just have nerves made out of steel, really. Did I? Oh, this team looks weird enough for them to actually say something back. Like the mentalities. If you're using weird time, which you think you overthought or overthinked, then you really feel like you just have every right to win a game. And when someone's just like with weird time actually says stuff like nice and oof, you are very frustrated. Although I do not fully know how to deal with this thing. This team is just so weird. I actually don't know. I think Zekrom is the one. And no, definitely not Torkoal in the back. This team is just fully fledged anti-Torkoal machine. Like, just look at these three things. These are very much hard corners for that. You know, what's a shame? I mean, like, I cannot prevent this Trick Room. That's first of all a shame. Opponent might be trying to stop your Trick Room, and opponent might be actually scared of setting up Trick Room because Torkoal could do nasty stuff right after. Good one. Yeah, good. That is one shot, and opponent set up Trick Room. Alright, this is the... Alright, we really need to just get this off. Opponent, I think, cannot knock out a Mimikyu here. It's not possible. It is thinking to your own. Yes, please. That's Glacial Lens. Nice. I'm saying nice to this. This Mimikyu is absolutely useless in the late game, so... The good question is, do we actually just get knocked out here? We do not. Oh, it just will always be. Nice. That is actually really nice. And it's like nice, you know? I'm not allowing that Trick Room to get set up again. Oh, nice. That is very nice. I'm saying nice to that. That is also very nice. this Tyranitar could outspeed me if it's max speed, and last time I saw Tyranitar in an actual metagame in this generation, they've had max speed Foxy for some reason. I never really fully understood it, but we are 1500, so I think the lettering session is concluded. Unfortunately, all we really got is one lololol. That is shame. But some person asked if it was special, so they've actually argued with us. I could have just played like, you know what? Screw the rules. We're actually soaring higher. I really want to at least say nice to some person that what's with this theme? Where did it materialize? Hello Wolfie. Hello Kubertron. Hello random Japanese dude which shared it with 100 other Japanese dudes. You know, or dudettes. Like I know these themes are. This feels too specific. Like, yeah, this is really another dude or dudette. Really. This is another avatar. What was the supposed answer to this? No, wait, there was Landorus last time. And again, this guy... Again. What's this? I'm really confused, right? Like, right now, I don't know if opponent thinks Brave Bird plus Steel Spike is going to be enough. Because the Talonflame does have Sash and does have Taunt. Actually, we just want to try to target down the Sunrise first. That thing is more dangerous. I might be as well just getting my arsenal to say nice. I'm gonna say at start of the battle instead of GLHF, I'm gonna say nice in the name of the archetype. That set up the whole ball theme of the battle. Maybe it was a roll last time, I don't know. Yes! Nice. I'm saying nice to that. That is definitely nice. Like the Babberberry best of one is just amazing. That, you know, just goes for that. Max Darkness doesn't really bother me, I'd say. Oh yeah, it could bother me though, because this is just some kind of slow Roger Drago. I should care. I should definitely care. You know? But I don't think that will be the case. Oh, it survived the attack. That is actually really bad. Oh yeah, this thing is just not winning. Just so nice. Yeah, just forfeiting. Yeah, this guy just. I don't think there is more value in that. I don't think I'm just gonna get any people angry. I got a few responses, but very few actually. That's it, that's the team. That is the team. I don't think I can do much more with this. I would really like to. Let me one more game. One more game. Let's just get one more game. I might have suspicion that this guy's Italian, because last time I faced someone with a team, he was a world champion, and he was from Italy, so might be one of his friends. Let me try this, Zekrom. Let's just try this. really got nothing better to do than this, actually. Like, I think it's better to just record more episodes than just be doing absolutely like nothing and just like trying to get the YouTube stats down. Like, why are my tags not working? Why is whatever not working? I think it's just better to just, you know, get things done instead of thinking why things that has been done do not work. Like, no, that is actually a very bad thing to say, but you get the idea. Like, not just soak yourself in like thinking about like, what am I doing wrong? That is just wrong. Do not do that. You don't recommend. Could be getting the trick room up anyways. It's again adamant, very powerful adamant. And Incineroar came in. I don't know, that is unique, I guess. This thing might be going for a substitute spam, by the way. Alright, opponent just got bamboozled here. Bamboozled. Right, do you think the high horsepower actually goes in Incineroar? Oh, it does. Wow, nice. I'm saying nice to that because that is definitely nice. It's definitely nice worthy. But yeah, it looks like I'm not just gonna get any sympathy from these people. I might be losing this still, by the way. I'm not 100% positive that I could be winning this. And this is one-shotting. Yeah, but like, if I connect this higher spell, this should be a win. Oh yeah, they just KO'd that. Okay, I was like, for a second, like, what? How did that not KO? Okay, nice. Say something. Come on. No, it just leaves the game. Thinking about the game. Yeah, I don't think I'm just going to get anywhere with this anymore. So I'm probably just calling it quits right now. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. So yesterday we got to the 1500s. So yeah, have a nice day, and we'll catch you next time in the next episode. Hopefully we're going to be getting more salt next time. But oh well.